facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Look at the Pelicans. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got the first points up on the board for the Jazz.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off the shot. And Lucy throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand. And he's the one doing the second.
He is smooth as silk, even on a power play. That one goes. Count it.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
They set the pick. Here's Murray. Second shot opportunity. Jones, no one around him. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Pass the ball. The Jazz working the ball around them. Here's the drive. Stolen by Jones. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Nobody near Williams. From deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want.
And Williamson throws it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
It's stolen by Jones. And they're pushing it up. And he lays it up and in.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the court, but still
Outside Williams. Sweet move. Pass to Eady. Dunk by Eady.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's the screen. Now Misi. Back to Murray. Pocket 6. Down low. Eady with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Using the rim to get some true hang time.
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Back to Williams. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Eady.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To Misi. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Back to Williams. Here's Eady. And the dunk by Eady. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Pass to Fields. To the inside. Misi.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
And here's Reddish. Here is Miller. Inside. And stolen by Williamson. To the paint. Here's Misi.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic good by Whitehead.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Murray. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Nice shot by Pierce. Pierce has got his second basket of the night.
Taking back the lead once more. Give the offense credit. He's good on that.
Willing to give it in, and neither able to seize the momentum. This is a fascinating one to watch.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And so the timeout called here by Bill Cartwright. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for New Orleans. They set the pick. Here's Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Miller, no up. And it's Harden with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 3-point lead. To the inside. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And so the timeout called here by Bill Cartwright. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Jazz trailed by 3. Out left to the wing. Back to Jang. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And they're moving it up. Pass to Smith. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. There's Rooney.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possession. What's going on out there?
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch. This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Now, here's Looney. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Back to Jang. Inside. And he jams it with authority.
Take it out strong, big fella.
New Orleans in the lead. Back to Harden. It's up a 3. Here's Harden on the wing. Down low. They swipe it. Here's Rush. Drops in the tray off the fast break. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Jazz. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Utah leading. Master Williams from downtown. Rebounded by Pete.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mullins got himself going there. His first points of the game with that. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. 5 points in the game. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Martin on the drive. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. They set the screen. Harden, no good. Jazz leading by 4. Driving in. Rips it home after the terrific move.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Mullins. Smith outside. 4 on the shot clock. And Smith with the stop.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
A little under 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Williams slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pass to Edey. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Edey's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
They're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Looney. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work that well.
The kick out to Williams. Edey down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. Utah shooting their first free throws of this one. And so he hits both. Pelicans trail by 8. Fears with it. Williams picks him up. Outside for Murray. Off target with his 3. Williams attacking. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Pass to Nisi. Back to Williamson. And throws right down on top of Tagini.
That's just a pure sprint and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
And it's Bryant in the corner. He is green. The shot's good from Bryant. And the Jazz lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Here's Spears. 5 points in the game. Inside. And the shot by Williamson.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so weak.
Whitehead. And he's good on the 3-ball. Whitehead's got 6.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Sometimes trading is the simplest way to make
Whitehead. And the Jazz with another 3.
Got 2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
To the middle. Here's Murray. Good work defensively by Bryant. Here's Whitehead. Here's Williams. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Nice move. And Williamson throws it down.
And they're just giving it to Zion and letting him go to work. Not a bad game, if you ask me.
Yep, that one goes.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
In the corner, Messi with it. Williamson, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Spears. It's sent back by Edey. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so it's both of them. Jazz leading by 12. Pass to Chang. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. Chang's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Smith on the wing. There's the 3. Edey with the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
Everyone can get involved. A full team effort. Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And I thought that was going to fly. It looked good. And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. 1:15 left to play here in the half. That's the jam. Jang's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Jams.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
To the inside. And Smith gets double-teamed. Looney down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Lets it fly. Pass to Whitehead. For the three. They grab their own miss. And he dumps it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Pete nailed from three-point land. Pete's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
The shot's good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Off target at the rim. And so it's Utah. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. And so the timeout called here by Bill Cartwright. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Jones looking for an opening. And that one is good. Jones has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for New Orleans. Outside Williams. Inside. Stolen by Jones. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Pelicans have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Pelicans trailed by 15. And stolen by Bryant. All alone. And finished off by Bryant.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
I don't look here for Murray. Drains the three-pointer. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the paint. And stolen by Williamson. They push it up 4 on 3. Pearson shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Williams attacking. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
Utah's getting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He hits both from the stripe. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Nishi throws it down.
Ooh, put a little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish Peter. Obviously he can when necessary, but not that time.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Wow. What, he had something in his eye on that shot?
Lays it up off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Outside for Murray. Williams with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. With the drive. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Murray outside. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And the Pelicans miss again.
They have been board dominant in this game. It's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Now, Field. And swings out by Field.
That should give them a nice little jump.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jump here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play can spark his groove.
And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it.
Murray is a terror in transition. Outstanding at knowing how to capitalize in those situations.
Williams attacking. And answer back at the back of his own.
You try to something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Off to Nisi. Gets it out to Williamson. And so the timeout called here.
Timeout.
Bill Cartwright.
Timeout.
He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Jazz making a change here. There's the pick. Pocket 6. It's Harden down low.
How about the incredible handle from James Harden? That ball is on the string, so crafty. The defense had no chance.
To the wing on the left. To the middle. And taken away by Brown. Here's Pete. Off target from outside. Jazz leading by 11. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Pete. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Najee.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And a wide open shot from Reddish. Good on the three-point shot. Reddish has got his second bucket of the night.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
It's stolen by Reddish. Williams with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Pass to Jan. Jazz passing it around. Stolen by Harden. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. lets it go with a three. Kept alive. Second chance effort. That's Brown getting it to go. Brown's got his first bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A shot by Williams, no good.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Down low. And thrown by Jane. Here's the break. Fires the three. The Jazz with another miss. Pelicans trailed by 11. And there's the call. It'll go on Cody Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. To the inside. Here's Brown. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Utah Jazz.
Guys, they've done everything they can in this one to just dominate that backboard offensively and keeping control of the ball and then converting.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, Gio, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No, you can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Harden right side. Big-time jam from James Harden. That's the right hit. To the plate. And will immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
For New Orleans, they'll make 5 of 10 free throw attempts, a lot of misses.
Started.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. Throw good, James Harden.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
And guys, this is becoming the story of the second half. Missed free throw. You can't come back in a game if you can't make your foul shot.
Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point line. 5 points in the game.
What a talented facilitator. James Harden knows the weak point of the defense and attacks it immediately.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pit. No rotation. My goodness.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Utah leading by 9. The three. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know, this guy is looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding.
And he lays it up and in. And the Jazz lead by 12.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
The drive by Williamson. target from three-point range.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
There's a good screen. Pass to Whitehead. 6 to shoot. To the left side wing. Here's Bull. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Inside. Here's Williamson.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And a look at the basket guy, still shaky. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Pelicans on D. For 3, Williams. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
And that one drops for him. And that's now 7 points for Trey Murphy.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 bats.
There's a screen by Williams. Takes it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Williamson from long range. Can't get it in. He's only missed 2 of his 11 attempts. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Up again. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple. Williams has got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, after making 1-3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Right.
Outside Williams. Pass to Jang. That's the 3 fly. And the Jazz another 3.
Now, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Fears with it. Here's Williamson. Here's Fears. Pass to Nisi. Just 4 to shoot. Now Fears. Jang defending. The putback. Here's Nisi. And Nisi throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GM. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
There's Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got 13 points in just this quarter.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Nisi. And Bull pulls it down. And it's Williams with the ball for the Jazz. 17-point game. Three-pointer. And Fears pulls it down. Here's Nisi. Here's Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And, you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing.
Here's Jang. Outside Bryant. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. Pelicans trailed by 15. Pass to Pete. From outside the arc. 80 with the rebound. Back to Williams. Nice ball movement by Utah. Good in the assist goes to Bryant. And that's now 30 points for Williams.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pass to Brown. Edie with the steal. There's Williams. Up and in on the layup. Williams has got 32 points in the game.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance. The ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Back to Jang. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range. Pelicans trailed by 19. Pass to Pete. Here's Spears. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it home.
The big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Ball's not loose.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Jazz.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Williams.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jazz leading by 17. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter. Herter's got his first basket of the night. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That is his first foul of the game. .54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Here's Harden.
Into the one-handed dunk. 22 is their biggest lead. .27 seconds left in the fourth. It's stolen by Jones. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. He's again. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I don't think it's too little too late.
And he sinks the second. Harden looking it over. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs.